You are listening to the Marc Guzman Podcast Experience. On this episode of Ask Marc Anything, I'm going to answer how I win listing presentations. Now, this is a bit of a different format for the AMA because usually what I do is I'll take a question, I'll write out a response, and I read it and record it. This time, I'm basically just freestyling. So I'm putting up the raw audio, and I apologize if, I drag on certain subjects, but I'm trying a different format. So how do I win listing presentations? Well, I'll tell you straight up right now that I win listing presentations even before I show up to meet with a client. I do a lot of online marketing. Hopefully you guys have seen that marketing from Facebook to the website, Snapchat, Instagram. I do podcasting, Facebook videos, YouTube videos. I do it all. And by putting together a full brand, a full package that people are able to go online, view me, and see everything that I do in marketing the property, educating clients, educating landlords and tenants, and the vlogs are also very interesting to watch because what I'm trying to do is give people a glimpse into what I do behind the scenes. Many people think I just, put up a for sale sign in front of a house or I collect rent checks, and that's not true. There's a lot more that goes into being a realtor and being a property manager. So the vlog is very interesting because I really, really try to show what I do behind the scenes. And so it adds context, and when clients actually see this, they go onto my website, and I'm not going to lie, they're impressed by the entire package. And so they download my marketing brochure. I make sure to have the most frequently asked questions in that brochure, have everything answered from A to Z, so that by the time they make contact with me, through email or through phone, most of the time, I would say probably half the time, they're already convinced that they want to do business with me. There's no negotiation of my fees because I also post the fees I charge on my website. There's no negotiation of anything. They literally just want to do business with me. Now, of course, we all know commissions in California are fully negotiable, and so our contracts all state they're negotiable. But most of the people that come to me do not care about the commission because they want to hire me, and as long as everything's in line with what people normally charge, they're okay. And so that's how I win listings. I win it ahead. If you're trying to win listings at the listing presentation, I would probably bank that you're going to lose. You're going to lose most of the time because there's always going to be that one person that will get one step ahead. Before I did all the online marketing, what I used to do was if I had a listing presentation, I would put together a nice packet and mail the listing presentation 1 week in advance if possible, or even the day before. I would drop it off at their doorstep if I had to, and I would get that listing presentation to the property owner before I even had a face-to-face meeting with them. The reason why is because they would review it and they would have all my information already. Now, in the listing presentations, you want to gear a lot of the content to be in your favor. So you want to make sure that you highlight yourself, highlight your experience. Now, if you don't have much experience, and this is going to be a piece of advice for the newer agents, if you don't have much experience, then the one way to overcome it is to educate. Now, that may be a little tough because if you don't have experience, well, how can you educate? Now, there are a lot of sources. Go to the California Association of Realtors website. Go to car.org. There's a ton of information there. Educate yourself. Get educated, and you can take this information and educate your clients. So if you build a listing presentation, and you may not have a lot of experience in selling properties if you're a new agent, but if you build a listing presentation to educate, and provide value to the client, you'll be surprised how many of them will decide to work with you even though you haven't had much experience. because you simply provided value and educated them in something that maybe an experienced agent did not do. So, but I mean, I really truly believe that if you want to win listing presentations, you have to win them before you even show up to the door. That's just the way to do it.